For the first question, it says that the cube has the dimensions x centimeters, 5 minus x centimeters, and 15 centimeters. And we have to show that the equation for the volume of the cuboid, y centimeter cube, is equal to 75x minus 15x squared. So we need to begin with writing the formula for the volume of the cuboid, which is basically length times width times height. Hence, we multiply x with 5 minus x and 15, which is going to give us 75x minus 15x squared. 15 times 5 is 75, 75 times x is 75x, and then 15 times x and x is 15x squared. Part B says complete the table of values for y equals to 75x minus 15x squared. So we only have to find the y value for x equals to 2.5. So what we'll do is we'll substitute that in the equation and find the corresponding y value. So 75 times 2.5 minus 15 times 2.5 square equals to 93.75. Next, what they're asking us to do is to draw the graph of y equals 25x minus 15x squared for x greater than equal to 1 and less than equal to 4. So if you look at the values, you can see that the graph is symmetric at the point x equals to 2.5 and y equals to 93.75. So what we will do is that, erase this. And okay. That's better. So 93.75, which was over there. And we're going to plot these. So 1 and 60 is this point, 1.5 and 78.75. So there are 5 small boxes between 70 and 80. So which means each box would be representing 2 units. So 70 for 8 would be this. So that's going to be like in the middle of this. So somewhere over here. And then 290 is draw the tiny. This. And then what's it called? 2.5 and 3.75. 1, 3, 3, 8, 9. That's gonna be somewhere over here. Then 390 is I hope that is 3.5, 78.5. So that's gonna be over here and 460. Yeah. So now if we connect these, what's gonna give us graph for this. Since I'm drawing freehand, it's like really rough, but like once you do it on paper, like correctly, it would look much neater. Then it's saying the volume of a pyramid, which equals to 1/3 times base area times height. Diagram shows a pyramid with a square base of side length 9 centimeters, and the pyramid has a height of x centimeters equals to y centimeter cubed. They want to show that the equation for the volume of the pyramid equals to y 27x. So y would equal to 1/3 times 9 times 9, which is going to be the base area, times x. 9 times 9 is 81. 81 divided by 3 times x, which is 27x. Then by drawing a suitable straight line on the grid on page 2, find the height of the pyramid when the pyramid and the cuboid have the same volume. So we go back to the graph that we have just sketched. So y equals to 27x, and they want us to sketch that and see where the height is. And find the height of the pyramid when the pyramid and the cuboid have the same volume. So that means the y value has to be the same. Choose at x equals to 1. Y will be 27. So 127 is one coordinate. And then we can pick at x equals 2. So y would be 27 times 2. It's going to be 54. So 254. And then we can pick another point at x equals to 3. And that would be y equals to 27 times 3. There's going to be 81. So 381. So we have 3 points, and these should be enough. So I'm going to substitute 127 will be over here. Then 254 50 is over here. And then 381. So if we like passing through this is what we have. So the point where the volume is same is basically this point over here. I'm going to use a different color to draw the line. This is the volume that they have, and this is the height. So approximately the height we're getting over here is 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.2. So height is going to be 3.2 centimeters. And for question number 2, it says that Lubina starts work at 10:45 a.m. on Monday, and she finishes work 2 hours and 50 minutes later. By the time she finishes work on Monday, so 10:45 plus 2:50, 5 9, 2, 1. So since the minutes cannot be greater than 60, we're going to take 60 minutes from 95 and transfer that to 12. So that makes it 13:35. Now, since after 12 p.m., the time is going to change. It's going to be 1:35 p.m. Then in part B, it's saying Xavier works for 5 days each week. He works for 4.5 hours on each of the 5 days. Each week he earns $261. Calculate the hourly rate he is paid. 5 days we do 5 times 4.5, which is going to give us 225. Then they want us to find 22.5 hours. So this is the total number of hours he's working in 5 days. Total hours in 5 days. $261 is what he has earned each week, and he works 5 days each week. So we have to calculate the hourly rate. So we divide for the hourly rate. I'm going to divide 261 by 22.5. So 261 divided by 22.5 is 11.6. That is the per hour rate. Then in the next part, it says one day the length of time Xavier works decreases by 20%. Calculate the length of time he works that day. So if the length is decreasing by 20%, that means your 4.5 is being decreased by 20%. So 4.5 minus 20% of 4.5. So 4.5 times 20 divided by 100 is 0.9. So 4.5 minus 0.9 equals 3.6. So 3.6 is your, what's it called, the new value in hours. Now we can convert this into hours and minutes. So what we do is we multiply 3.6 with 60 to convert it into minutes. And that's going to be 216 minutes. Now we know that 3 hours equal to 180 minutes. So if we subtract 180 from 216, 216 minus 180, that is going to give us 36 minutes. Which means our time is in 3 hours and 36 minutes. We convert the 3.6 hours into minutes. Then in part C, it says that in 2021, Miguel's income was $32,000. In 2022, his income increased to $33,408. Calculate the percentage increase in his income from 2021 to 2022. So for percentage increase, what we do is we subtract the old value from the new value, which means 33,408 minus 32,000 was the old value and divide by the old value. In part D, they're asking us to find the initial amount that Miguel invested. So the formula we're going to use is of simple interest. But what we're going to do is we're going to add the initial value to the equation, because what we have right now in the question, which is 890.96, that's the final amount, like after he's received the interest. that means 890.96 equals to x plus brackets x times 1.2 divided by 100 times 3. So that's going to be 890.96 equals to x plus 3 times 1.2, which is going to be 3.6. And then we divide 3.6 by 100, which is going to be 0.036x. Now we add the values. So 90.96 equals to 0.036 plus 1, which is 1.036x. Divide 890 and 96 by 1.036. And that is going to give us 860. That is your initial amount, which is the value of x. Question 3 says that PQ is spiral to RS, ABCD is a straight line, BE equals to CE, and A angle B in ABE equals to 110. Calculate angle C in ECQ, giving the reason for each step of the working. So first thing first, what we would do is we would subtract 110 from 180 because supplementary angle. Sum of triangles is 180, so this would be 70 degrees. And since we have two equal lines, which means this triangle BCE is isosceles. So that means this would also be 70 degrees. Now, we know that angle B, angle CBE is co-interior with angle QCB, which means angle QCB would be 180 minus 70, which is 110. That means this part over here would be 40 degrees. Part B says final expression for B in terms of A. So we know that U, V, W, W, X, and Y are points on the circumference of the circle center O. U, Y is a diameter of the circle. Z, X is a tangent to the circle at X. Angle VU, X is 35. XZY is A. And VWY is B. So automatically this becomes 90 because whenever a tangent is touching the circumference, the angle it makes with the radius is 90 degrees. OU is the radius, OT is the radius, and OX is also the radius. So all these three lengths are equal. Now, if this is A and this is 90, which means this angle would be 90 minus A. Why 90 minus A? Because sum of angles of the triangle is 180. So for angle XOZ, we do 180 minus 90 minus A, which is 90 minus A. Okay, so now to find this angle over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 90 minus A from 180. So for angle XOU, it's going to be 180 minus 90 minus A, which is going to be 90 plus A. So this part over here is 90 plus A. Now, as you can see in the triangle OUX, we have two lengths equal. That means triangle OUX is an isosceles, which means to find the angle U over here, angle OUX, we're going to do 180 minus 90 minus 8 divided by 2. That's going to be 90 minus A over 2. So this is going to be 90 minus A over 2. And this angle is also going to be 90 minus A over 2. They're asking us to find an expression for B in terms of A. Next, what we have is that this is a cyclic quadrilateral. Which one is a cyclic quadrilateral? UVWT. Since all these 3 points, all these 4 points touch the circumference of the circle, and it has 4 sides, it's making a cyclic quadrilateral. In cyclic quadrilaterals, sum of opposite angles equal to 180. Since W and U are opposite angles, which means B plus 35 plus 90 minus A over 2 would equal to 180. B equals to 180 minus 35 minus 90 minus A over 2. 180 minus 35 would be 140. 180 minus 35 is 145. And this becomes 20 minus A over 2. 145 times 2 would be 290. So 290 minus 90 plus A over 2. That's going to be 200 plus A over 2. If we simplify that, that's going to be 100 plus A over 2. That is the expression for B in terms of A.